It's low impact cardio day, no jumping, no floor work, no equipment, and no repeat. Yes, please. Let's go. All right, killer bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving with a warm up by Blossom with some arm circles with high knees. Okay, welcome to the workout. I'm Paula B., your best middle-aged fitness friend around here. We are all about making peace with your menopausal body, and that was my dog Blossom. I was actually just going to say how exciting it was to have her on camera. If you are new here, you might not have met all of my animals yet. But every once in a while, they're all on camera, and today was going to be one of those days until Blossom decided that she would rather not. And that's kind of the way it normally goes. Honestly, she's normally very camera shy. So if this is your first time here, welcome. That was my dog Blossom right behind me. We're going to see her a little bit more in just a second. Is my cat Rosie. I have another cat Agatha who's asleep in the other room. And as I already mentioned, I'm Paula B. And I'm a cardio girl. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited about today. You have no idea. Maybe you do. If you've been here before, you know how much I love me some low impact cardio, and even better than just, like regular low impact cardio. Today is such a lovely moderate day. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with some booty kickers. I am all about moderation around here. We talked about how, making peace with your menopausal body, and one of the best ways to make peace truly is to stop pushing so darn hard. My friends, at this age, you are still 100% capable of pushing as hard as you want to, as often as you want to. Your body, however, has a different opinion than it used to about all that pushing. Your body just doesn't recover the way it used to. And so one of the best ways that we make peace around here is to make moderate. I've got a beautiful, moderate, not to be confused with not sweaty. We're absolutely still sweating today. We're still working. It's still a workout. We're just not working so hard that we can't recover from it, that we don't have energy to do other things, that tomorrow when we wake up we feel stiff and sore and cranky and can't get the rest of our work done. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes, because welcome to my moderate home, my friends. Here's what it looks like today. I've got the handy dandy gym boss set for intervals of 20 seconds. We're going to do one exercise and then we're going to rest. And then we're going to do 2 exercises in a row. So a nice long work interval. And then we're going to rest. And then we're going to do 1 exercise before we rest. And then we're going to do 2 exercises before we rest. So we're going back and forth between very reasonable intervals of work to not unreasonable but longer intervals of work. And it is going to be a no repeat, no jumping, no equipment, no transitions to the ground kind of day. We're going to go ahead and get started, because honestly, a workout like this where we only do 1 interval and then we rest kind of starts a little bit easy. So let's go ahead and do some push crunch. That's exactly what it sounds like. We're going to push to the side, and crunch. Having those hands swinging up overhead is how we're bringing up our heart rate today. It being a moderate day though, we're not really trying to get our heart rate like crazy high. We're getting a nice sweat, we're having some fun, we're doing some cardio. I know I keep singing that, but we're not trying to go crazy. Now here's what we're doing. Okay, I promised you a no repeat. It's kind of a repeating no repeat. What we're going to do is that push crunch plus punch kick. And yes, I did that on purpose. I've got a lot of fun pairs for us today. But then once we've done the 2 exercises together, so here we go. Push crunch, push and crunch, push and crunch. As soon as we do the 2 exercises together, we're not coming back to that pair. So it's still technically a no repeat kind of a day, because it's not a circuit. So today's moderate workout is fantastic for you. 20 seconds of rest. When it beeps again, we are doing modified jumping jacks, which just means that it's a jumping jack without jumping. So our hands are flapping like jumping jacks, but we're only kicking out 1 foot at a time, so we're not jumping with it. A moderate workout like today's workout is so perfect for, honestly, for anyone over any age. Truly. I make such a big deal about, oh, we're over 50 around here, and then I get comments every day from you youngsters telling me that you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s, and I absolutely love it, because here's the thing. Moderation and workouts of this kind of nature, where we're not pushing so hard that we just can't see through it, are perfect for any woman of any age and any man of any age, because I know somebody's going to tell me, but I'm a man. we're doing those modified jumping jacks plus leg twister jacks, which is just what it sounds like. We're twisting our legs in and out while our hands are doing jumping jacks. A little bit of work for our brain today. So here we go with these modified jumping jacks or non-jumping jacks. Now here's the thing. When we get to the leg twister jacks, I want you to know it does not matter if you cannot follow along. It does not. I can't even follow along with my own self sometimes. Move your legs, move your hands. It's all good. It's all cardio good today. So hands go out, out and in and out. So your leg is twisting back and forth across your body while your hands are doing jumping jacks. This is kind of the reason for the no repeating today, because the second exercises in our pairs, 20 seconds of rest, the second exercises are all just a little bit more difficult than the first exercises. So it's kind of a gradual, not too hard, but not too not hard either kind of workout. When it beeps again, we're doing reach across high and low. So we're reaching across high on both sides and then low on both sides. Let's go ahead and get going. So we're reaching across, then reach across low, reach across low. So it's up high, down low, reaching across your body while tapping that opposite leg out behind you on the other side, or beside you rather, on the other side, really getting a full range of motion here in the 20 seconds of rest. Before we do that again, plus a reach across crunch. So it's actually the same move of reaching across, but we're adding that crunch to it. So we're swinging our hands up overhead and into an oblique crunch. I've got, like I said, I've got a lot of pairs of things that in my mind, they go together. Here we go with the reach across high, reach across low, and then when it beeps, we're doing the reach across crunch. In my mind, they go together because they're kind of similar, but in some ways they're also really different. And I think that that's where we're going to get a little bit of mental work today too. Because when in doubt, so we go reach across and crunch, and reach across and crunch. I knew I was going to have to really think about what we were doing today. I mean, I always do. But it's kind of nice sometimes to have a little bit more of a complicated workout, and I don't mean that like this is super complicated, but we do have to think about these transitions, 20 seconds of rest, and we have to think about where we are in the workout. Especially on a nice moderate day, it's a perfect time to do maybe a little bit more complicated footwork or a little bit more complicated mental work. When it beeps again, we're doing dancing X's. Hands are going to be nice and wide, feet are nice and wide. We're reaching our opposite elbow towards our opposite knee, crunching here in the middle. We're making a giant letter X and we're crunching right down in the middle. We are getting some bonus ab work today, my friends. In fact, that is kind of our buzzword today. A lot of our exercises are very ab focused, little crunching in the middle, 20 seconds of rest. And I've got some bonus standing abs for us later in the workout. When it beeps again, we're going to do those dancing X's again, and we're pairing it with windmill tapbacks because again, our body is in that same giant X, but this time we're reaching down rather than just crunching in the middle. So again, a little bit of transition work for your brain to think about being in the same position but moving your body differently. So when it beeps, rather than crunching your knee up, we're going to tap one foot back while we reach our opposite hand down towards our opposite foot, wherever you can reach to though, truly. Your thigh, your knee, your shin, wherever you can reach to. So reaching down and tapping back. Okay, that transition went smoother than I thought it was going to. This is the one I was worried about. I was not worried about that reach across or the jumping jack, leg twister jack. Both of those totally tripped me up, but this one, not bad. You just never know. Honestly, you just never know anyways. 20 seconds of rest. Every day, every workout has something new for my brain or my body to be confused by. When it beeps again, we're doing big arm side shuffles, one of my favorites. Gonna give myself a little bit of space here. We're making big arm circles right in front of our body while we're shuffling to the side. You are welcome to walk or shuffle. However you are moving is always the right way to go. My friend, my workouts are incredibly moderate, of course, but also modifiable. I want you to make your workout work for you. Sometimes that means you're doing exactly what I'm doing, 20 seconds of rest. Sometimes it means you're doing something a little bit different. Sometimes it means you're doing something a lot different. It's always always a good idea to make your workout work for you, because if you don't, then it doesn't work for you, and that's no good. When it beeps again, we're doing those big arm side shuffles, and we're pairing it with a punch down tap out. So here's our big arm side shuffles, nice big swooping motion while we shuffle from side to side. And then when it beeps, we are staying in this kind of hands down position. We're punching down, I mean, just like it sounds like, and tapping out. And I know I'm gonna have to think about it because I'm already trying to picture what that's gonna feel like in my mind. So we're punching down and tapping out that same foot out to the side. It's almost like the reach across low, honestly, where we're reaching down while we're shuffling one foot out to one side and the other foot out to the other side. When it beeps again, we're gonna get 20 seconds of rest. Starting to feel these longer intervals now. How about you? As promised. It doesn't matter how moderate the workout is, it's always work. My friends, when it beeps again, we're gonna do kick jacks. Kind of just what it sounds like. It's jumping jacks, except we're not jumping. And we're kicking one foot out in front of us at a time. So your hands are doing jumping jacks, your feet are doing kicking. Now, here's the thing. If you are looking to make today kind of a push day, if you're not really needing to be moderate today, you are always welcome to take my workouts at a faster pace also, especially a workout like this with cardio, 20 seconds of rest, which is very modifiable. You could jump, you could go faster, you could totally make this workout work for you by calling it a push day. And if you don't really know the difference between pushing and moderation, when it beeps again, we're going to do those kick jacks again. If you don't really know the difference between those, I've got a resource for you in the description box below that talks all about push days and moderation days and how to put together a workout program that gets you the results you're looking for. When it beeps, my friends, we're turning this kick jack into a booty kicker jack. So rather than kicking forward, we're going to be kicking behind us. And here it goes. Hey, that transition wasn't bad. How about you? So we're kicking our own booties, just like we did in the warm-up, but this time our hands are really flapping, really feeling that when we put our hands overhead, it brings our heart rate up. Even on a moderate day, we are getting sweaty. My friend, 20 seconds of rest. Excellent job. When it beeps again, we're going to do forward hinge arm flappers, one of my absolute favorites. I don't know why I love it so much. It's just a fun one. I think because it feels very swingy and very swooper. So what we're going to do, hands are doing jumping jacks again, but our lower body is doing a deadlift. So we're pushing our hips back behind us, and that's that forward hinge. Really thinking about holding in your core, making sure your back is super flat and straight, and you're pushing back with your hips and then pulling forward with your hips. It's cardio, but boy, are we working that booty, my friends. And then 20 seconds of rest. Okay, so next time, okay, this is going to be a fun transition also. We're turning the forward hinge arm flappers, which is basically a two-legged deadlift, into drinky bird jacks, which is a single leg deadlift. It's the exact same motion, but you're standing on one foot at a time. So it's a little bit more challenging. And by a little bit, I mean a lot. This is why we're definitely not repeating the second exercises in any of these pairs. So when it beeps again, we're going to be balancing on one foot at a time, doing this literally this exact same motion. Going to kick one leg up behind you into a drinky bird, which is what I call a single leg deadlift. So here we go. One leg and then the other leg. And yes, balance is significantly harder on one foot. So weird, right? Making sure that you're using excellent form, but still moving at a pace that feels good and feels like cardio. When in doubt, sacrifice speed for form. Always, always, always choose form. 20 seconds of rest. But if your form is good, then you want to be going as fast as you can with good form. When it beeps again, you guys, we're doing rainbow jacks. That means that our hands are going to be swooping over the top of our head like a rainbow while we bring up one knee at a time on one side each. Love this one too. Really starting to feel all this overhead work as promised. This is not a long workout today at all, but it is plenty sweaty because we've got our hands up overhead. We're moving nice and quickly. We've got some short intervals and some long intervals. No matter how you are modifying 20 seconds of rest, it's always a workout, my friend. And especially when it's cardio, it's always fun. if you're me. I know not everybody shares that opinion. When it beeps again, we're gonna do rainbow jacks, and this time we're pairing it with ding-dongs. That's going to be a tough transition for me, and I'm really trying to think about that because we go from hands overhead like this. Here's our rainbow jacks, and then we're going to start kicking out to one side while swinging our hands down low on that same side. So hands are making the same motion except that it's down instead of up, like swinging low instead of up overhead. And we're going into, oh, that wasn't too bad. We're going into one leg kicking out to the side and then the other. We're really swinging and getting some motion here. Love me some ding-dongs. You can really get rocking with this one. Again, if it's a push day for you, you could really get your sweat going on when we're moving nice and fast like this. 20 seconds of rest. Okay, you guys. Hey, we are already on our last pair of exercises. So coming up next, we're doing double knees. Once again, hands overhead. Definitely going to keep that heart rate up at this point. Going to bring your hands down to your knee while your knee comes up to your hands, kind of crunching in the middle. 2 times on one side and then 2 times on the other. So double knee on one side and then double knee on the other. Awesome job. Once again, thinking about excellent form. Core is always pulled in tight and moving as quickly, not necessarily as quickly as you can, as quickly as you want to for your goal for the day. 20 seconds of rest, which for me is pretty quickly. On a moderate day, I'm moving, I'm gonna say 70% of what I could do on like a push day. When it beeps again, we're doing double knees again. And then we're pairing that with can-cans, which is also double on one side, but it's a knee and a kick. So here we go with double knees on one side, double knees on the other. And so when it beeps, we're still bringing up like one knee, but then, excuse me, we're turning it into a kick. Hands can be doing basically whatever you want them to do. There's nothing you have to do over your head. It really kind of depends on what feels good. I like to keep my hands kind of right here in the middle, about shoulder height, doing one knee and one kick, then one knee and another kick. Awesome job, my friend. When it beeps, we're done with cardio. Excuse me. But as mentioned, I have a little bonus for us. We're going to take 20 seconds of rest. And then I've got, because of course our heart rate is up, I've got some great standing abs work for our finisher. We are going to do, starting with kicking welcome to my home. So we're doing the welcome to my home motion, except that we're kicking while we are doing it. So we're getting a really good twist in our center while working on some balance work. So welcome to my home, but also I'm kicking you out. Really thinking about excellent form here. Really thinking about pulling in your core. Oh my goodness. Keeping that core in tight. And then we're going to have 20 seconds of rest. Coming up next, we're doing oblique crunches. So we're going to have our hands on our shoulders here, and we're going to bring our same elbow towards our same knee, bringing that knee up on the side. So we're crunching on one side. Again, it's balance work. Everything that we're doing in this finisher is balance work. So we're crunching, and then we're switching sides. So we get to go back and forth. This is, I'll just tell you real quick, this is the last of the kinder, gentler going back and forth thing. The next exercise that we're going to do, we're going to take 20 seconds of rest again, but the next exercise that we're going to do is all on one side. So make sure that we've got our core nice and braced. We're going to be doing around the world taps. I personally like to stand on my left foot to get that over with, because the balancing that you're doing is whatever foot you're standing on. We're going to tap forward, tap out to the side, and then tap behind us. So forward, side, and back. So it's tap and tap and tap, but we're staying on this leg the entire time. That's what makes it a little bit tougher. Really start to feel that work in your standing legs, start to feel your glutes working. Make sure that your knee is soft but strong. No rest between this one. We're just going to switch sides and do these around the world taps on our other foot. So forward, side, and back. Forward, side, and back. You're doing such a good job. When it beeps again, we do get 20 seconds of rest before our final exercise of the day. We are almost finished with our finisher, my friends. Oh my goodness, really feeling this work. Awesome job. I love to do balance work like this after we have done cardio because it is 10 times as hard. Yes, that's math. Coming up next, we're doing super slow sprinters. Again, I'm gonna start on my left leg. So a sprinter, we're moving our hands like we are sprinting, and we are moving our leg as though we are sprinting also. So we're standing on one foot, bringing your knee to your elbow and then extending it back. So knee forward, extend your leg back. Knee forward, extend your leg back. All on one side, and yes, it's okay to tap down as I just did, my friends. Balance work is always hard. It is always a practice. It is always a work in progress. If you need a chair or tapping down, here we go on the other side. So extend your knee, crunch your knee and then extend your knee. Crunch and extend. I can tell that we're at the end of this workout because my brain isn't working, my mouth isn't working, my body is barely doing what I'm asking it to do. And that means that we have done it. Oh my goodness. I told you we were going to get sweaty today. Let's go ahead and do some arm circles with these tappers and cool it down. Oh my gosh. What a great job you did today. No matter if it started off feeling a little bit easy, I know sometimes moderate days, especially if you're new to moderating, it feels too easy. I know it does. I understand. I fight that urge myself, but I will tell you, you're going to be so happy later. You're going to be so happy tomorrow when you can get out of bed and you can get up and do another workout like this, if not this exact one, but something of a kind of similar nature where it's not too long, it's not too hard. And then you can do that every day. And then you're never overly sore. You never feel kind of on the edge of injury. You always feel like you have energy to do the other things in your life. And my friend, your body's going to thank you too. I promise. Some of the inflammation that you feel will go away. You might lose some weight. You might gain some fitness because you're not pushing yourself too hard anymore. It's amazing all the good things that can come out of slowing down a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some arm openers. Open up your chest. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. And then close it up. Give yourself a big hug and a pat on your back because oh my goodness, what a great job you did today. Open it up. And close. You guys, I know, I hear you. Even though I have just spent the entire workout telling you how to be moderate, I know some of you want a little bit more. I've always got a little bit more. I've got a lot of 10-minute workouts that you could just kind of add on, even on a moderate day, if you want a little something more. In fact, you know what I'm going to give you? I'm going to give you more standing abs. That'll be fun. More balance work. Yes. I've also got an extended cool down for my bees who would really just like to stretch a little bit more. Either one of those options is perfectly lovely, my friend. Down on the bottom corner, you're going to see the letter P. That's an invitation to go over to Patreon, where a monthly pledge from you helps me make free workouts like this for all of us. And on the other side of the screen is a picture of me. That's actually a subscribe button. Make sure that you click that and the bell notification so that YouTube will let you know every time I upload a new workout. What a great job you did today. Thank you so much for sweating with me. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.